Hello everyone, and welcome to another video at my YouTube channel. Today we're going to make another Mother's Day card with the watercolor wild rose background that I made the other day. So I'm going to be using the Mother's Day stamp set by Close to My Heart. So that is. And I'm going to be using some chocolate ink and some sorbet ink at Close to My Heart. I've got some papers cut. I'm going to be making a 7 by 5 card. So it is a 7 by 10, and you fold it in the middle. Create a 5 by 7. We're going to create a top folding landscape card. So I just had some papers in my stash. This brown shimmer is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then this layer is 6 1/2 by 4 1/2. And then my little watercolor piece turned out to be 4 7/8. So my my brown piece is 4 1/8. I mean 5 1/8. I'm sorry, by 4 1/8. So that's going to layer on there. I'm going to put a ribbon and a bow underneath of the watercolor piece, and I've got some pieces for the inside, as well as the stamping that I'm going to do on the inside. So let's go ahead and get started with the stamping first. And I'm going to stamp this silhouette of this mom with some sort of baked good in her hand. Cake, maybe. Oh, doesn't that sound lovely? So just going to ink that up real good. I don't think I've used this silhouette yet, so I just want to make sure I've got it inked up real solid. Make sure you have your spongy thing underneath you, and just down and back up. Alright, that looks good. Alright, I'm going to use my sorbet ink for the Happy Mother's Day. We can grab another block. Okay, and I've got these two little pieces of scrap that I'm going to put in here. So let me just kind of get this in position a little bit so I can tell where I want to put my Happy Mother's Day. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get these two pieces layered together, and that'll finish the inside of the card. My big ATG gun, I haven't changed it, put a new tape runner in it, so I'm using my little Tombow. Just get that centered up. Oops, those have to be up the right way. Okay. I finished letting that silhouette dry. I got brown ink all under my fingernail. Let that silhouette dry. While that dries, I'm going to just layer up some of these other pieces. Alright. I want to put this ribbon in the center. These are great scissors. These are my Close to My Heart scissors. They're extremely sharp. They got a fine point to them, a fine tip. And these are the Teflon coated ones, so the adhesive don't stick to them. There also is a non-Teflon coated set as well. But those are great. I even though they're coated, I still use them to do detail cutting with, because they got such a fine tip to them that I think they work fine for detail cutting. Okay, so now we got the front of our card, And go ahead and layer this on. All right, this I'm going to offset a little bit because I'm going to put a bow right here. But I'm going to pop this up with these big foam squares. Okay, that's adhered down now. Okay, next I want to take my ribbon, and I'm going to make a bow using my little Bow Easy. I think I'm going to make this size bow. And I'm going to make a double bow, so I'm going to wrap it around a couple of times and cut it off. And just take it and you stick it through and tuck it up and over and pull it tight. And this is actually the back of your bow, so to get the pretty sides of your ribbon tails to show, you got to twist them around. So I find it easier to do all my twisting and pulling while it's still attached to the Bow Easy. Okay, now I just attach this with some glue dots. I'm going to put a couple of glue dots on there. And that ribbon still wanted to turn over. Alright, and just trim your tails. If that little thing still wants to turn over, you just grab another glue dot and stick it back there and stick it down. There we go. Alright, I think this is pretty, but I think it needs something else on the front, some other Mother's Day sentiment. I've got this other Mother's Day set called Perfect Fit Mom, and it has this really pretty Happy Mother's Day, and it cuts out with the Artiste cartridge. So let's see, and it says to cut it out at 1.5 inches. So let me get that done and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut this out of a piece of scrap of watercolor paper, and I used the same bronze embossing powder that I did on my watercolor piece to emboss Happy Mother's Day on there. I know it's a little hard to see because it glares on the camera. So I'm going to just pop this up too with some of these a couple of these large pop dots. And I'm going to stick this right in the center. Alright, and that completes our Happy Mother's Day card. I hope you got some inspiration from this for your mom. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And I thank you for watching.